and also mixture of fresh habanero pepper there. That is the orange one. The orange one is the fresh habanero pepper.
The colors are actually cool.
Yes, yes. And this is our catfish that is boiled and cubed. I'll be using onions, fresh onions. I'll be using utas. This has a very slightly bitter, so I'll be using this, and it's also very, it has a lot of health benefits.
Health benefits in there.
I'll be using this scent leaf and mint leaf actually looks alike. I think they are the same species.
Yes, they are actually, and they have the same nutritional value.
So I'll be using the scent leaf and I'll be using the mint leaf. I love mint leaf in my recipe. So, and I'll be using this spice of this contains ginger.
Okay.
Yes, this is ginger and Uda. Yeah, Uda is in there, slightly garlic. I added just a little garlic in there. Okay. And Uda.
So people would run, what's Uda?
Uda.
Yes, we have Uda. Can you see the seed? Yeah. So I think there was a day you actually roasted it.
Yes, I roasted it. Yes, yeah. I roasted it and grounded it.
Exactly.
In a blender, because when you blend it or when you roast it and blend it, the flavor comes out very well.
It brings out the flavor. Wow, interesting.
Very well. Yeah. So I blended this and also put uziza seed.
Uziza seed.
I also added uziza seed in here. Uziza seed is actually, it's not the same thing with.
Okay, uziza seed. Now the good thing about this is that all these seeds are very nutritious. They are high in lots of protein. Can you see the uziza?
Yeah, this uziza seed actually looks like peppercorn.
Okay.
Yeah, that black peppercorn, but it's not the same thing. There are different aroma and different fragrance, different species, but they almost look alike.
Okay. So now we have a combination of our Uda and uziza seed and a little bit of ginger and all that in the mixture.
The mixture of our pepper soup spice.
Our pepper soup spice. Wow, fantastic.
Blending this pepper.
So we have the combination of
we have the habanero pepper and yellow scotch bonnet.
And it can be very spicy, guys.
Very spicy, very spicy. Pepper.
So you should watch the quantity you use.
Because it's catfish, I will say pepper, so it has to be very spicy.
Exactly. And by the time you eat them hot, they actually help to flush your system out. Sometimes you cough, you sneeze, tears start coming out from your eyes.
So I'm using this brazier pan because it's wide and I don't want it to scatter. So that's why I'm using this brazier pan. So I'm going to be adding, supposed to add the pepper water, but I don't want us to show. And this brazier pan is already preheated already. So I'll be adding.
Interesting. So you add the water and then
adding the habanero pepper and the yellow scotch bonnets.
Pepper. I could feel that. Even despite the fact that we added the water, I could still feel that spice, that hotness. Exactly.
That aroma.
It's actually very good. So we're going to be adding some of our very fantastic healthy ingredients.
Yes.
So we're adding another type of pepper.
So I'm adding the red scotch bonnets. The red scotch bonnet, blended red scotch bonnet.
Wow, that's interesting.
And the sea salt.
Okay guys, the reason why we use sea salt because it's not gone through any form of process, okay?
The sea salt.
That's why we recommend sea salt.
And I love using teaspoon for my measurement.
So that's a teaspoon.
Yeah, it's better than the salt, it's not enough than it's over salted.
Okay, fantastic. So just a teaspoon from your sea salt. So we advise not to use the table salt because it's gone through different process and then it's already fortified with some nutrients again.
So the next one I'm going to be adding our wonderful pepper soup spice. Our wonderful pepper soup spice. Okay, here ginger, uda.
Ginger, uda, uziza seed. Wow, interesting. Very interesting. And all those seeds are very medicinal, like I said earlier.
introduce the onions.
Okay, so we're
Okay,
going to add our
shredded
onions.
onion, shredded salad masala, food processor using code number 2.
Okay, fantastic. So we add our shredded onions in there. Wow, guys, this is becoming more interesting. I hope you have your papers, your biros, your jotters, and you are taking note of all the healthy ingredients we're actually using to make our pepper soup. This is becoming interesting, guys. I'm very, very excited. I'm super excited. So this time around, it's time for our
Catfish. The one that completes 6.
Wow, this is interesting.
You can make your goat meat pepper soup, your chicken pepper soup, your croaker, sea snails, depending.
You know the good thing about catfish? Catfish has very low calories. Yeah. You know, some people are conscious about the calories. You can continue.
Yeah, okay.
I was just going to share some of the benefits of.
And this is what I wash this catfish with salt and warm water, not too hot. Warm water to remove the slimy. There's a lot of slimy stuff on me.
Wow, that's interesting.
So
you have our catfish going in there. Careful, so it doesn't flip.
But if you are touching with my hand, it will slip off.
It will slip off, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I use this brazier pan so you can see the way they are sitting
majestically
in.
So now I get the reason why you choose to use the brazier pan, because of the width.
Yes.
Exactly. So it's spacious enough to contain the fish, and then the fish won't scatter. Just like you say, scatter. You know, when your fish scatter, you might not really enjoy it like that. Careful.
Go in here. Sit there. Sit here. Okay.
So guys, this is interesting. This is amazing. Okay. So we have catfish in there. So the spices, everything goes through.
And I don't want to add too much water.
Okay.
So we're going to cover this. We're going to cover this catfish pepper soup. And to know that it's good when it turns white and it's a little bit hard. Okay, it's coming up.
Our catfish pepper soup is really coming up.
It's coming up. So you have to leave that to boil. So you have like about 5 more minutes or 10.
Just 5 or 10 minutes to go. Wow, guys, can you see the catfish pepper soup? Wow.